Hello everyone and welcome back to the Velocity channel, where this is your bridge to financial freedom. Listen, today we have an exciting program here for you. We want to show you the fastest way to pay off debt in 2024. Not only that, we want to explain it to you. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and encourage you to like, share, and subscribe so that everyone around the world can know how powerful the Velocity banking method is. Now, today in this episode, I actually wanted to make sure you knew the science behind Velocity banking as well as the math. And so when people think, man, I got to get this debt paid off as fast as possible, they immediately think, man, I got to decrease my expenses, or I got to increase my income, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with thinking like that, but many times we increase our income only to put it in another expense, or we decrease our expenses only to go back to our old habits, okay? There's no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone, and I'm not being critical at all right? So what we want to do is we want to get behind that, and we want to show you some of the things that people are doing that doesn't work, and then we want to show you what our clients are doing that actually does work, and it's called the Velocity banking method. First of all, they think like this, right? Because many of our clients are business owners, they're also investors, and they're thinking this: CJ, I believe in multiple streams of income, right? And they say, so I have earned income, right, which is my foundation. Some of them have dividends, they have rental income, they have business income, interest income, capital gains, and royalties. And they say, well, CJ, I have all of these things. What I'll do is I'll make sure that I'm placing all of this inside of my debt so that my debts go away as quick as possible. However, there is a challenge with that, and that is, what if I want something? I mean, I got all these things, right? I got rental income coming in, and if I misuse the $5,000 this month, guess what? $5,000 is coming in next month. And so we don't have a plan. We don't have a system that helps us to guide us on the right path to paying off our debts, right? And so guess what? We have a setback. And of course, we see somebody, we see maybe a CJ or maybe a Denzel or a Christine, and you say, you know what, I got a setback. And now if you visit me, I'm gonna say it's not a setback, it's a pullback. And we suggest to them, right, hey, you know, how have you tried your budget? Matter of fact, let me change something up. I hate that word, to be honest with you. I hate that word, budget. I want to replace it with this word. What do you think about this? I want to replace it with money allocation plan, or MAP, okay? Okay, we talk about, hey, what about prioritizing our debts? Have you done that? What about your income? Let's go ahead and assess that. And hey, seeking financial assistance, that's what you're doing, so you don't have to worry about that one. At the same time though, we have, hey, I want to increase my income, right? I want to lower my expenses, right? And then you get knocked off the track and you have to do and reassess all these. What if I told you that there was a way that you didn't have to add another cent to your income, and you didn't have to decrease another cent to your expenses, and you would still be able to pay off all of your debts in as little as 5 to 10 years? Would you like to hear that? Well, here it goes. So here you go, Mr. or Mrs. Multiple streams of income, but you still have a cash flow of 0. Do you know why that is? Because you're dividing, or you're segregating your income. And in this case, it's very, very bad for you. You're segregating it into minimum monthly monsters. So you got to pay that minimum monthly monster. That minimum monthly payment of $600 to your line of credit, that minimum monthly payment to your loans of $500 and then of $700 respectively. But what if I told you I could put $600 back into your wallet just like that, okay, with one action? and that is this. Instead of using your old checking account and dividing or segregating or apartheiding your income, right? Partitioning your income. Instead of doing that, why not consolidate our income? Let's consolidate our lines instead of getting consolidation loans, right? So that money that comes in, that 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever it is that comes in, okay? What we want to do is we want to place that to this balance right here, okay? $16,000 is your balance on your line of credit. And oh, by the way, you maxed it out. There's no judgment here. Like I said, I think because you're spending, that means that you're not afraid to spend, okay? You are a business owner. And if you're not, you need to start thinking like one. Because when you spend correctly or invest correctly, you have dividends coming right back to you, that return on investment. And so instead of placing it to your empty checking account, let's make that money work for you. Let's make your income work for you by placing the whole thing inside of your line of credit, thereby getting rid of this minimum monthly payment. Because if you put $5,000 to your line of credit, what is your minimum monthly payment? How much do you owe? Nothing. So where does this go? Right here. It's not magic, folks. It's just math. Now, what if you don't have a line of credit? That's no big deal, because you don't need a line of credit in order to utilize the velocity banking concept. You just need a mind, right? You just need to make sure that you're allocating your finances correctly. If you need help with that, we help people all the time. We even have a class and can put together your very own velocity debt elimination plan, okay? But remember, we are not done, because we still have these loans to get rid of. But since we have a new way of placing our income, we're not going to be placing it on our own checking account. We're going to be placing it inside of the line of credit. What about this? Okay, $600 is the cash flow. How long is it going to take us to get out of the $16,000? Well, let's just go ahead and divide that up, shall we? Let's go ahead and do the balance, okay? Your line of credit balance, or your, okay, in this instance, it's line of credit balance. It's going to equal $16,000. And you know what I like to do? I like to get rid of the zeros before I do the division. All right. And here we have 160 divided by 6. Now look, this part you may want to fast forward over, because this may give you nightmares. Do you remember doing math like this? I don't even know if they do math like this anymore. This is how they did it when I grew up, back in my day, all right? 6, there we go. So about 26 months. Now remember, when you're doing the velocity banking method, okay, you're actually, the more cash flow you have, the greater your debt pay down. What's so powerful about this, though, is that you didn't have to get another job. You didn't have to get another or lower your expenses. You're just moving your money in a different way. Now, if you wanted to increase that cash flow, guess what? You can, right? Through bonuses, through royalties, or whatever it is that you want to do. However, if you also, right, you want to go ahead and subtract those expenses, you can do that too. That increases the cash flow as well. But notice this, that without a minimum monthly payment, because remember that cash flow is coming to you because you're using your line of credit as your new checking account, okay? And you are no longer using it as like everybody else does it. It's more than a bill to you. This is a powerful banking tool that is going to help you get rid of these loans. They want you in these loans for 60 months, as long as possible, 72 months. But when you get rid of this line of credit, right after what, two years and 2 months, guess what you can do? You can use this $16,000 to swallow up these loans. You don't even have to do the chunking method, right? We have a system that says, listen, if you want to get rid of this as soon as possible, let's do it like this. I need you to transfer this amount on this date. We have that system already outlined for you. We already have your plan, right? All you got to do is contact us. But you see how that works? So we got rid of the $600 each month minimum monthly payment, and we put that cash flow back into your account. So folks, we've got so much more than that. That's the fastest way to pay off debt in 2024. Not get another job, not decrease your expenses. You can do all of that. But if you don't know where your money goes anyway, did it really help you? That's something that you have to answer. So folks, you know I'm here for you. God bless you. We'll see you in the next video. You guys take care. Let me know if you need that debt elimination plan or that class or that system, the Money Max account, and we'll go ahead and come running. Take care now. Bye-bye.